Hi, this is Jim Musser with Upstream Ministries, and welcome to Views from Downstream. And I want to just start out on a personal note. Um, I usually do these weekly episodes consecutively in one day, and so I will change shirts just so for people who aren't following very closely, they don't see the same shirt every time. But last week, I received this um, a freak accident at the gym, and turns out I have a fractured um, scapuloid bone in my wrist, and so I'm going to be wearing a cast for quite a few weeks. So it's just hard to get in and out of shirts and buttoning them, and until the weather warms up enough that I can just put on a t-shirt. I'll probably just be wearing the same shirt for every episode of the week to save myself the trouble of trying to get in and out of a shirt. So, anyway, just wanted to let you know that and explain that. Um, we've been talking about throughout this time, since the first of the year, about uh, how the church needs to change and talking about training and that pastors have a responsibility, as I said last week, to equip the saints for service, and that equipping is not merely just preaching. But I want to turn it a little bit of the responsibility to you, particularly you parents, that it's very easy to be passive in the church, and because we're kind of trained that way, we just listen. But also, it's easy to realize maybe we don't have the training we need to disciple our own children, but we just sit back and do nothing about it. We don't attempt to get the attention of the pastoral staff and say, hey, I need some help here. I think other parents need some help. And so I really want to encourage you today to be assertive. If you have concluded after some thoughtfulness about your own spiritual life that you're just not equipped to disciple your kids. I mean, you may not even know what that looks like with your children, beyond maybe reading Bible stories or reading the scriptures together or doing a devotion, which is great, but it's not enough. That's not full discipleship. That's a piece of it. And so I want to encourage you that if you feel that way, feel inadequate, that don't just let the church guide you in how to raise your kids, which basically that's what's happening is the church says, hey, bring your kids to our children's program, our youth programs, and we'll basically do the rest. And I think that's the impression a lot of parents have. And that just doesn't work well at all, and it's not biblical. The Bible is clear about putting the parents in charge of the spirituality of their kids, how to raise them to know God and follow Him. There's no question if you read the scriptures on that one. But we've moved away from that, and we put people who are not intimately known to these kids and put them in charge of teaching them supposedly what they need to know about God and how to live and follow Him. And that's just not a model that the Bible lays out. And anytime we go against what God designs, we're asking to have problems. And so I want to encourage you again, be assertive with your pastoral staff, and also be assertive in your own research. There are all kinds of resources out there for discipleship. And I may mention those this week, but you have to take some responsibility. It's like healthcare anymore. You have to be your own advocate. And I encourage you to be your own advocate for learning how to disciple your kids. because they need you, particularly in the younger years, to show them the way. A children's pastor, a youth pastor can help, and those programs they can be a supplement, but they can't be the main meal of discipleship for your kids. You, as a parent, have to do that. You have to be that for them. And so I'm going to leave it there, and we'll see you on Wednesday with some more thoughts. Have a great day.